Hello class! Today we are going to tell you a story. The story is called Where the Wild Things Are. Look at this picture. What do you see? Yes, a sleepy monster, some trees, a boat, and a river. So let's see what happened next.
The night, Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind.
And another.
His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything.
That very night in Max's room, a forest grew.
And grew.
And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the road all around.
And an ocean tumbled by with a pirate boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day.
And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are.
And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth
and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws.
Till Max said, "Be still!" And Max tamed them with the magic trick.
What do you think the magic trick was? Yes, to tame them. So the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all.
And made him a king in wild things, of all wild things.
And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start.
Roar!
Look, what were they doing? Yes, they are dancing.
And maybe singing.
Yeah.
Wow, they play together. They're so happy.
They are hanging on the trees. Oh, Max was sitting on the monster's back.
Because he was a king.
Yeah.
Now, stop! Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And
why do you think Max didn't give them supper? Yes, because Max's mother did that to him, right?
yes, and Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all.
And all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are.
But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We will eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No."
The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye.
And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks, and through a day.
And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him.
Who prepared the supper? Who prepared the supper for Max?
Yes, his mother. So Max's mother loved him, although they have an argument before, right?
Yes.
And it was still hot. That's the end of the story. So, I want to ask you some questions. Have you ever had an argument with your parents? Why? Okay.
Very good.
So let's retell the story again. Max was a mischievous boy. What did his mother call him?
A mischievous boy. Wild things, right?
Yes, his mother called him Wild Thing. So how did his mother punish him?
She asked him to go to bed without eating anything.
Yes. So so that night, Max's room became a forest. So Max took a boat and sailed to where the wild things are. Then Max saw a lot of monsters. Was Max afraid of the monsters?
Of course not.
Yes, and he became the king of the wild things. Yes, and they played together. After they finished playing, Max ordered them to go to sleep without giving them anything to eat. And then Max started to feel homesick. What did he want to do?
He wanted to go home.
Yes, so after he went home, what did he find in his room?
A delicious supper.
Yes, and it was still hot, right? Yes. So, did you think Max's mother loved him?
I think so.
Yes. Even though they had an argument, they still loved each other very much. So, even though you had an argument with your parents, and maybe you feel sad and your parents feel angry, but you must remember they still love you very much. That's the end of the story. Thank you.
Thank you.